All right, Seamus, I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite games that you play in the van? Hit it.
Are you going to do the beginning part?
Yeah. Okay, you want me to start? Yeah. This is Silver Linings with Leigh Weber, Bryan Deal, Seamus, 10.5, and our dog, Zsa Zsa, who is a Vizsla. We are at Lost Dutchman State Park here in Arizona. We are to the east of Phoenix, right outside of Apache Junction. Actually, one thing I noticed about the drive here, like it's almost like concentric circles. Like I'm always checking Zillow, looking at the real estate, curious how much stuff costs. We've seen some great deals, we've seen some not great deals. We're just sort of looking. And it's interesting, like you get to Apache Junction and there's a row of, I don't know, $400,000 houses. And then it kind of turns into more of like a mobile home park, and then houses that are spread out, maybe, I don't know, 200,000. And then you get to the campground, and the campground's the most affordable and the best spot. But there is actually a new little neighborhood right next to the state park, and you can see about 10 new houses over there, which are interesting. I tried Zillowing it, but couldn't figure out what the price was. I think it's all new, because we learned something about Lost Dutchman State Park today, didn't we? Yeah, do you remember what we were talking about on the walk down? There were something like, I'm gonna get these numbers wrong, but something like 70 movies and 39 TV shows filmed here. This is like, when I look at this, I actually think of like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote stuff. That, I don't even know what you call it exactly, Mesa, has been in everything down to like a Tom and Jerry's cartoon. It's been in a ton of movies, bunch of Westerns. Apache Land was the name of the movie theater. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here and blueberry difficulties. Anyway, Apache Land was the name of the film studio that did all the films here, and I just find it really fascinating, and it is beautiful. I mean, that thing makes for a stunning backdrop. You can just imagine cowboys on their horses and stuff riding around in these westerns. And even there was a movie with a young Jack Nicholson shot here. But anyway, so we just biked down to the entrance. I wanted to get a photo of the entrance. Do you know why I wanted to get a photo of the entrance? The entrance sign, it's called the Lost Dutchman. And there's a picture of a guy like with a minor bag or something. And what did I say it reminds me of? Disney. So the person who designed this, okay, stop. The person who designed this area, they wanted to turn. So where'd you go this time?
We went to, we just did a big loop.
Yeah?
I got to see this end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Got to see some horses.
You saw horses? We've seen a lot of animals here, haven't we? Okay. Do you know what animals I saw last night on the way back from the bathroom, Seamus?
Coyote.
Yeah, 2 coyotes. I didn't know what to do. I actually called Bryan from my cell phone on the path and said, I've got 2 coyotes staring at me. And he said, they're not really after you, you know, unless they are. But, you know, anyway, we had a little standoff. They finally went a different way. All right, so your turn. Remember, $5.
What?
$5.
What do I talk about then?
Anything. You wanted to talk about what games you like to play on the road.
Oh yeah, I like to play some games so I don't get bored on the road.
Yeah? Like what? What are your favorites on your iPad?
That's gotta be Roblox, YouTube, Disney Plus,
What do you watch on Disney Plus?
Simpsons.
Simpsons. We've seen a lot of Simpsons. Yeah. That's cool. Do you miss Minecraft? You used to play Minecraft a lot.
Well, I don't. Well, I miss it, but I mean, there's no point to play it
Yeah.
unless with friends, because there's no one really to see it and it
No.
doesn't feel fun.
And sometimes it's hard to get good Wi-Fi here. We did buy a thing called a Wii Boost, which is like this antenna you put on the van and like a router or something inside, and it magnifies various Wi-Fi and cell signals. Bryan did that, which was good because we don't always get the best reception. Yeah. So what else? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Anything about school or biking or...
Oh yeah, I wake up at every 6 in the morning to do school, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, the 6 a.m. start time for school is tough. That's 8 o'clock in Charleston, so we have to kind of just go with the flow in that. But you do get out of school at 1 o'clock, which is awesome. So a lot of times Bryan and I would kind of do our, I don't know, emailing or posting or solo walks or something during school, you know. So, but it is hard getting up for a 6 a.m. class. All right.
They are.
Right.
I'm very surprised.
So we're talking about the new tires on the van.
Oh, goodness.
Bryan made it happen in a good way. We got a flat at Oregon Pipe National Monument, and we were kind of too far out for the USAA roadside assistance. Like, we waited for a while, and then Bryan just changed it himself. It was a full-size spare, but then we realized the tires were looking kind of beat up and shoddy. So when we were in Phoenix for a couple of days, we got a new set of tires. So that was good.
Yeah.
Feel a little safer. I mean, I didn't feel unsafe, but I also didn't know. So, yeah. And
Yeah,
what-
plug blew out. It's a good thing it did, because it made me inspect the tires closer. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of chip outs. I guess the rubber had gone hard or something, even though they were only 3 years old.
well,
But just to be clear, I would have changed. The reason we called AAA was because the pressure, the only air pump in this little town, would quit at 40 pounds, which didn't allow us to equalize our tires. And so really we needed AAA just to have a compressor strong enough to inflate the tires and plug our, what was then going to become our spare. But anyway,
right.
thought I should put that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it worked out. It worked out. That wasn't an awful day. So it was in Arizona. So anyway, we just we just extended our stay at Lost Dutchman, partly because it's hard to book a campsite like the day of or 2 days before or something. And we wanted to stay here longer, and something came available, so it was like, you gotta take it if you can get it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we have some more things to do to the van.
Like?
To install a max air fan, which pushes air and pulls air, depending on what you want to do, which is awesome because it helps regulate condensation at night.
Huh.
And is a pretty stout fan for blowing air if it's hot. You don't have to use the AC at
That's
night.
good.
So that's cool.
Yeah. And what else are we putting up there?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna put a roof rack on as well, which will allow us to put the paddleboard and the climbing gear up there and get it out from our storage area, which will open up a lot of space.
Yeah.
And we'll also be able to use that for stargazing or whatever.
True.
And eventually maybe some solar panels to power the electric generator, so that we don't have to charge it every couple days if we're not driving very much. Right now we have to drive 8 hours to give it a full charge. We
Right.
don't always do that every day.
Yeah, and if we go like a couple days without electricity somewhere, then that our electric generator dies, and then we can't charge anything. Or
Right.
yeah. So we do. I mean, how long does it take for it to run dry? Like 2 days
Yeah, depending
with
on what you're
us.
doing.
You know.
Now if we're running the router for the Wii Boost, yeah, our max is 2 days. Before, if we're just charging an iPad and a phone, we might be able to get a little bit longer out of it. But
Right. Yeah. So things to buy, things we've bought. I mean, everything's been good so far. I don't have any regrets on stuff we've purchased so far.
It's all been about
Yeah.
improving the
Functionality.
and organization, and
Yeah.
you know,
Bryan
we
does
knew-
a lot of research.
we knew it was going to be this way, you know,
Yeah.
instead of doing a bunch of stuff right in the beginning.
It's hard though I'm imagining, to do all this stuff on the road. Like, you have a lot of tools with you, but
Yeah.
it's got to be kind of hard to sort of be,
Well,
kind of under pressure. You can't be like set up a shop here to work
but
on your van.
it's actually pretty cool because I do have to buy a special saw to cut the top of the roof,
Oh,
which not going to
dang.
be very expensive. I'll probably go to a pawn shop and get that. But we have electricity at this campground, so I mean, I can't think of a more beautiful place to be up on the roof of a van installing
True.
a bunch of equipment.
You better wear your sunscreen.
No doubt, I'm getting cooked right now.
And actually, look at us. We kind of match. I'm slowly
Yeah.
becoming Bryan. These are made by Free Fly.
Yeah, I never would have thought this.
Yeah.
But I've discovered, because we've been in the 20s, we've been in the 80s, and I've been wearing a Free Fly lightweight. I have a couple, but I've been using that as my base layer and then insulating on top of that. And
It's perfect.
it's pretty amazing because I really
Yeah.
don't like wearing all the synthetic stuff against up here because I don't know. Anyway, this stuff's amazing. And yes, it does get wet. So if I'm doing something technical or something that's going to involve a lot of sweat, I will take it off if I know I'm going to get cold and change to something different. But otherwise,
Is it bamboo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It has a
Good,
hood.
good work, Free Fly. Things we miss from Charleston.
Yeah, but you can find them all over.
yeah.
I mean, they're at REI.
I'm just saying, like, you think about
Yeah.
Charleston, there's certain
Right.
things we think about, you guys are doing you guys have a great product. Lewis Barbecue, John Lewis, we miss you, Juan.
We thought about you in El Paso.
We
realized
certainly did.
Juan Luis
At
was
Waco Tanks
based
and
on there. Yeah, Waco Tanks was one of the best spots.
the Vista Market right outside of Waco Tanks. We'd get breakfast burritos there, and they make their own
Yeah.
tortillas. Oh my God, it was good. Anyway. Santis, we miss you too.
Yes. Yes.
Torres, I still have not found a burrito that matches yours, bud.
Who else? Who else do you miss? Or what else?
Zsa Zsa. Miss the field for sure. Miss the beach.
Yeah, we haven't seen water in forever.
2 or 3 days a week we would be at the beach.
Oh, girl.
She's Tucker.
You fine? You fine? So Zsa Zsa's still kind of getting over her mystery illness. We're weaning her off the steroids very slowly. I think the desert air is good for her. She looks very happy. It's not rattlesnake season yet, and we haven't seen any scorpions because those are the things you have to worry about amongst some other stuff. We have seen some bees, and I saw somewhere about watch out for the African bees. I think that was
Yeah, we haven't
somewhere
seen any of
recently.
those
Saw the 2 coyotes. He saw bighorn sheep and horses, like wild horses or people
yet.
on
No,
horses.
people were riding a horse.
Okay. Seen lots of dogs. They actually have a dog park here. It's pretty basic, but it does have a saguaro in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You hope your dog doesn't accidentally run into. Yeah. So
Awesome place.
all right, just thought I'd do a little send off. Silver Linings. We are gonna drive up a little bit, see where we can get a good sunset shot. The stars here are amazing. Leo's out. The moon is out. So look up tonight, and we'll see you soon.